Next step, we're going to be lifting the toilet up and setting it on the wax ring. It's very important that we accomplish this in one step, because we do not want to destroy the wax ring that's sitting right there. As we're setting the toilet down slowly, we want to make sure that both the bolts appear in the holes in the toilets. And then we're going to go down with a steady force. We do not want to rock the toilet. We have one bolt caught on that side, second bolt caught on that side. And we go down with a nice even pressure. Next, we're going to be installing the closet bolt nuts. We have the plastic washer that retains the cap. We have the washer that goes on top of the plastic and the nut that holds it all together. Now this washer, there is a side that's supposed to be up, and it says this side up. We're probably not going to be able to catch that with the camera, but we want to make sure that it says this side up. We'll place that on first. After that, the next stainless steel washer, and then we will tighten the nut all the way down. At this point, we're just going to make it snug, because we have to do it on both sides. These bolts again are extremely long, but we're going to cut those back down. We're getting ready to tighten the bolts on the toilet completely down on the floor, but we're going to want to make sure that the toilet's square. One easy way is to look at the spacing from the tank to the wall, and that's even all the way across. And then just step back from the toilet and take a look at it to make sure that looks square before you tighten it. We're going to tighten the bolt down. We're going to want to do both sides at the same time. So we're going to start tightening with the wrench. Once you start feeling some resistance, I'm going to switch over to the other side and you do the same, because we want to go kind of even. I've felt a little resistance. Now we're going to tighten the bolt down. We're going to want to do both sides at the same time. So we're going to start tightening with the wrench. Once you start feeling some resistance, I'm going to switch over to the other side and you do the same, because we want to go kind of even. I've felt a little resistance. I'm going over to the other side. Once I feel about the same resistance, go back to the other side. This is not something you want to tighten up overly tight, because you do run the risk of cracking the toilet. Once we feel comfortable, it's given a good amount of resistance, but remember, you can break this. We'll go to the other side. Once we have about the same resistance, we'll check to see if the toilet moves. The toilet's not moving. It feels good. So we'll go with that, and the next step will be caulking. It's given a good amount of resistance, but remember, you can break this. We'll go to the other side. Once we have about the same resistance, we'll check to see if the toilet moves. The toilet's not moving. It feels good. So we'll go with that, and the next step will be caulking. Now we're finally caulking. We're going to take our caulk, we're going to force it into the gap between the toilet and the floor. This doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm going to show you how to make this look perfect. I'm only doing half of it for right now. We'll run our finger along it to smooth it out. Make sure we have a nice even bead around. If you have any gaps, you'll probably have a little extra on your finger. Fill it in. I have a bucket of water I'm rinsing my hand off with. And we're going to take a sponge and we're going to lightly go over it, not applying too much pressure. This will even out the caulk and make it look like a professional did it. The bolts were extra long, so now we're going to cut them off so we can snap them. Just using a sawzall blade. You can also use a hacksaw blade. You only have to go about halfway through, and then what you can do, back, forth, they snap off. double check that we're tight here, just maybe a little bit of a snug, and then we will install the cap. And we're all set. Next we're going to install the water supply. In this case we're reusing the 3/8 rigid chrome plated supply. You may use a flexi, which will be a lot easier, but the installation will still be the same. We're going to start by putting it into the stop. Slightly press down until we get that into place where it was before. I'm just putting that up there just to secure it and get it out of the way. And we're going to tighten this nut down first. Take care not to cross thread that nut. Snug this one up. Next I'm going to tighten the top one up. And once that is hand tight, then we can go ahead and turn this completely, make it tight. Okay. Finish tightening that one up. The water is now connected. We can turn the water on to make sure we don't have any leaks. If we did have a leak out, it would be at either this joint or the joint up here. And we'll wait for the toilet to fill and then we can flush it. We have flushed the toilet a few times to check to see if we had any leaks around the base of the toilet. Had we had any leaks around the base of the toilet, we would have to start back from the beginning. So it's very important to pay attention to the instructions given here so we don't have any leaks. This concludes our video on sanitary toilet installation. If you would like further information, please visit theplumbinginfo.com.